Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Have you ever wondered what games you should sell or you should use? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Find out on our top 10 list what games you cannot miss. Don't forget to subscribe to Purge Reviews.
Welcome back to my countdown of top 100 games on Board Game Geek. Today is January 4th. We're going to be looking at 60 through 51. Let's go ahead and jump in and see what those games look like. Number 60 is Russian Railroads. It's a very fun Euro game. It doesn't play like other train games. What you're going to get is a game that is very centric on kind of the Euro style of taking these actions and scoring the victory points. I have played it a few times. I feel like there are some strategies better than others. I feel like that once you get good at this game, you can definitely beat people who are not, which tells me that it's a little bit more than luck. If you don't like train games, don't let this one scare you off. This is the most non-train game I think that there is available. Check this one out. Russian Railroads, it's not for the faint of heart. Number 59 is MOMBASA. This is a game that I really like. Want to get to the table more and just don't. Likely because of the theme. But there's a little bit of a stock market, a little bit of a game here. This one is really cool. This is jumping off the deep end. This is going to be the Kanban territory. It's going to be for heavy Euro gamers. But if you feel like you kind of fit into this genre a little bit, this is definitely one you want to try out. I'm surprised it's this high on the list. Those heavy Euro gamers, go guys! Really pushing it up. But I think this is one that you really enjoy if you like the heavier game. Number 58 is Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective. I am super surprised this one's on the list. I bet you this one has a core people who really rate it quite high. This is not a game that I would prefer to play in a group setting. A lot of reading, a lot of passing a map around, a lot of quiet thinking. Me, this is something I play solo. My wife likes to play this with me, and that's where we kind of keep this one at. I'm not sure this is what I'm going to pull out with a group of 4, 5, or 6, or whatever. But if you guys like to read together, and that's your thing, then this will definitely hit it. You're probably the only type of game of this nature you'll see on this list, but more of a solo two-person experience for me. Number 57 is Battlestar Galactica, the game. Guys, this is a great game. It's aging a little bit. It takes a little bit too long to play, but if you just kind of keep it going, keep it moving, a really good experience. You really need to watch what everybody else is doing, who they are, what are their motives, why they're doing this. You've seen a lot of games like The Resistance and Good Cop, Bad Cop. Take this game and boil it down. But if you're a fan of Battlestar Galactica at all, this is probably the best movie-based game. Super fun. Don't let people turn it off. This game has been played to death by a lot of people, but if it's your first 50 plays, you're probably really going to enjoy this. It's a little bit of a time investment, so be aware of that. If you haven't seen the show, you can still have a great time playing this. You just need to know that some people are human, and the other people pretend like they're human, but they're really robots, and you want to root them out. If you know that, you can play this game. Number 56 is Star Wars X-Wings, the miniature game. This is a lifestyle game at this point. I have a few of these. I kind of keep back for the boys so we can play with him when he gets older. Now that he's getting a personality, he's not really into Star Wars as much as I thought he would be or hoped he would be. I'm not really a big Star Wars nut either, but I got some of these ships. It looks like a fun little adventure, but look, if you go into a game store and you're playing people who know what they're doing, you will be beat. You want to get a buddy, buy a couple sets, and play this. You play this with your spouse or more casual gamers. Or, man, you can jump off the deep end, get into tournaments, go to the game stores, and get your butt kicked, learn how to be good. A lot of customization, a lot to look forward to in this game. It can be expensive as you're going to be collecting things, or you can stop whenever you want, right? We can stop. Right? We can stop. We don't have to buy this, right? Number 55 is Clank, a deck building game. Love this game. Probably like Clank in Space a little bit better, but Clank, a deck building game, is a really fun deck builder where you're pressing your luck. The further you go down in the dungeon, the more you can get, but if somebody gets out, it kind of starts the timer of the game. It's a deck builder, so some luck in what you draw and kind of combinations that you get. You can be in a place sometimes, but if you don't get any feet, you can't move, but that's the game. Super fun game. You can press your luck by making all kinds of noise, but then that dragon will come after you and not the other people. Super fun. If you haven't played this one out, I highly recommend this one. This is a personal favorite. 54 is Dead of Winter. This game is fantastic. It's funny to see that this is a game built off of Battlestar Galactica, and now it's higher than Battlestar Galactica. If you like zombies, then you may really like this game. That said, you can totally play it. It doesn't matter that there's zombies in it. It's kind of irrelevant at some point. You're just killing things. Think of The Walking Dead, the board game. That's what you have here. A lot of characters in here. If you're into the fact there's a lot of people of color in this game, a lot of female characters with actual clothes on, then this is something that's going to be good for you. Jonathan Gilmour, who's proven to be one of the best game designers in the business, knocking out of the park here with his first design with Isaac Vega. Great job. To me, this is the Plaid Hat game. It's fantastic. Looking forward to more Dead of Winter. Looking forward to more Crossroads games. This one is one that you really want to try to play. It has some problems, like most games do, but it's really fun. Highly recommend Dead of Winter. 53 Fields of Arle. This is a two-player only game. If you don't play games two-player, go ahead and sit this one out. But this is for 2 players. Although there is an expansion that's coming out soon, is going to allow 3 players. This is Uwe Rosenberg in a 2-player game. You got some of these little small games, Caverna the 2-player, Animals Big and Small for Agricola. No, this is a real 2-player game. Uwe Rosenberg. Think of Feast of Odin, Agricola, Caverna, but made for 2 players. A lot to digest in this one. I find this one very hard to a learning curve. I find it has a large learning curve. It's very fun, very thinky, a lot to think about. There's a summer and a winter phase. Guys, this is the deep end. This is more Feast of Odin than it is Caverna or Agricola, but Fields of Arle is one of my favorites also. 52 is Dominion Intrigue. I don't like Dominion. Sue me, guys. But I heard this is a really good expansion. Obviously, it's really high. I'm not into it. What can I say? Dominion's the granddaddy of them all with deck builders, right? Except for games like the Magic, which are just deck builders. But nevertheless, Dominion Intrigue is the one you want to get if you're into Dominion, allegedly. The last one on the list today is Rule for the Galaxy. If you're thinking about playing Race for the Galaxy or Roll for the Galaxy, get Roll for the Galaxy. I like that one better. Why it doesn't hit my table, and I'm not a big fan of it, is that you're rolling dice behind a screen and people can lie about what they're doing. It's not that I play with a bunch of liars. It's just, I want to be sure. So that's a big turn off for me. Otherwise, this is the version to get if you want something a little bit more accessible. I'm surprised it is so high, but Race for the Galaxy is super popular, so for Roll being super popular doesn't surprise me either. So that's our 10. We had a collectible game in X-Wing. We had a couple of Find the Traitors in Battlestar Galactica and Dead of Winter. And we had some heavy Euro games and a deck builder with Clank. This is a very solid 10 right here. I mean, if this was your top 10 favorite games of all time, I'd be like, yeah, it makes sense. Very good. So if you like this video, check back. We're going to be releasing this every Wednesday. Check out my other reviews. We have top 10s. We have how to play. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. If you like it, please subscribe, like the video, and even comment. I like to interact with you guys. Hope to see you next time here at Purge Reviews. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate you tuning in. If you liked it, please like it and hit that little subscribe button. That really helps out the channel. Lets us know that you're getting the videos that you want. If you agreed or disagree with what I said, feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I promise that I will comment back. Thanks for watching, and everybody else, keep playing games.